Hi everyone, this is Josh Phillips here with another screen recording. And in this blog post today I'm going to talk about the organizational website Coggle. And in order to get to this website, just Google Coggle.com and it'll bring you to a prompt of signing in. And you can sign in with any Gmail account. So as long as you have a Google account, you should be able to jump right in and get started. Now on this first screen, you have a search bar. Now this search bar unfortunately isn't going to let you search through every single Coggle made. It's just going to let you search through your Coggles. And as you can see, I only have one. So if I begin searching for something other than the one I have, no results will pop up. But if I search for my particular, I don't know how to spell. If I search for my particular Coggle that I've already made, it'll bring it up. Alright, so what this website does is it helps to organize your ideas and your brainstorming, and it would really be useful in organizing your research paper as you move along and organizing all the information that you've collected. So in order to create one, you're just going to go over here and click create, and unless you want to spend money, select open diagram, and this will be perfect for what we're using. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is name your Coggle. And your name should be the central idea of your Coggle. So if you want to work on your specific content area, which I'm going to demonstrate in this example, you would name your Coggle whatever your content area is. For me, it is going to be energy. Alright, so now I have my central idea for my Coggle. What I can do now is when you hover over any of the text boxes that appear on the screen, you're going to have these plus signs to the left and right. When you go ahead and click one of those, it's going to bring you this branch, and you can begin another subset of your Coggle. So for me, I'm going to have non-renewable and renewable. So I have two different categories of my energy here. And the cool thing about Coggle, or one of the cool things about it, is if you click this plus sign, you can move this all over the place if you really want to. I'm just going to keep it simple and go with renewable and non-renewable. Just keep it simple. Alright, so I can make as many branches as I want off of this. I could keep going. Or what I could do is I could begin to make sub branches. And with what I showed before, you can move these to wherever you want. Obviously, this looks pretty chaotic. I don't want all of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit. I'm using a Mac, so for me to undo, you hit Command Z. To undo, you're going to do Command Z. But I think my connection was lost there for a second. That's why it wasn't working. And if you're using any other computer other than a Mac, to undo, you're just going to hit Command. You're going to do Command. Actually, you're going to do Alt Z. You're going to do Alt Z. Alright, so let's add some more sub branches to this. So non-renewable. Let's say you type in biomass, geothermal, wind, and solar. And once again, you can move these wherever you'd like. But let's say you also go ahead and you put on this side, you put nuclear. All right. Now on, oh, actually, hold up a second. Mix those up, so I'm just going to go ahead and Command Z to undo that. Just click on the text, and I'm just going to go ahead and do that so I don't have to redo all those. All right, so now let's say on non-renewable, you list off crude oil, natural gas, coal, and then you remember that nuclear is actually non-renewable and not renewable. So nuclear. Go ahead and space these out. All right, well, instead of doing Command Z or Alt Z, depending on whether you have a Mac or PC, in order to get rid of nuclear, instead of undoing all this and then nuclear, what you can do is you can hit Command or Control, depending on what you have, and when you hover over something, that plus sign that was there is going to turn into a minus sign. And so to get rid of a branch, you're just going to go ahead and click the minus. So you can go ahead and make as many branches as you want. So let's say I make a branch for cost, environment, and let's just pretend I go ahead and I do that for every single one of these branches. What you can also do is you can insert a link. So let's say I have a source that I want to link. So what I would do is I would get that URL from the source, and I'd come in here and I'd put www.eia.gov. And now when somebody clicks on this, and I want to call it source. Now when somebody clicks on this, it's going to take them to that URL. And this is the energy efficiency website by the United States. I reviewed that in a previous blog if you're interested in looking at that. So that's how you would include a source. Now if you're interested in including a picture in your Coggle, what you can do is you can just go ahead and drag the picture right in. So I have one saved on my desktop of some solar panels, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop that right by solar. And I think it's a big picture, so it might take a second to load. Also, if you need any help with any of the controls, you can have this box right here, this sidebar. There's the solar panel pop up. And you have your controls. Really all you need to know is you can drag on pictures. To insert a link, there will be an option for it when that box comes up, so you can put in your source. Undo, Command Z or Alt Z, depending on which computer you're using. And then to get rid of just a specific link, it's also going to be hit Command, you can then delete it. Alright, now another cool thing about Coggle, those are the basics, that's how you get it going, is that if you go up here to this add button, I can invite somebody and they can come in and work on this and help me brainstorm. So this is very useful if you're collaborating with somebody in working on a paper together, or you're maybe sharing a similar content area and you want to brainstorm with each other and think up some ideas that you could use in your paper. This is an excellent website because I could go ahead and I could add a friend, and then they could get on at the same time as me. We could work on it in real time, and come ahead and brainstorm. Now I'm just adding another one of my emails. So then what I would do is I could log in on this email, and I could, or say this is somebody else. They would come in and log in. They would just use their already made Gmail. Don't have to really make an account. You just come in and sign in, and they could make changes on this as well. Now let's say, so I'm making changes, blah, blah, blah. Another cool thing about Coggle is if you come up here in the top right, there's this clock right here. If you go ahead and you click that clock, you're going to be able to look at your Coggle from the time it was created to the present time. So now how I just clicked and added all these extra bars, I could click less than a minute ago, or I guess 2 minutes ago, and then I see what it looked like before all that. Or I could go all the way to the beginning and see, oh, I just started off with a simple concept of energy. And that can help if you're brainstorming with somebody or multiple people. You can kind of go through this time slot and see who contributed what at what time. Or if your Coggle is just way too convoluted like this, go back to a time where it wasn't as messy. All right, so those are the bases for Coggle, or the basics. Just remember, undo is going to be Command Z, and you can't undo apparently while this is open. So undo is going to be Command Z. To get rid of a branch, Command, click the minus sign. To edit something, just go ahead and click the word. To add something, go ahead and click the plus sign. To add a source, click the link. And if you forget any of this, you can just go ahead and click the toolbar on the right, and it'll show you all the shortcuts and controls. And once again, you can add somebody to share this with. You can get in on live time and go ahead and track the progress over here on the right once you click the clock. So I would recommend Coggle to anyone that needs help organizing their information, anyone that is interested in working with another person with a similar content path and you possibly want to brainstorm together, or anybody collaborating on a project or a content mission. I would definitely recommend this website. It's easy to use. Anybody could figure it out in probably 5 or 10 minutes. And it's extremely useful in being able to edit it and create it in live time with another person. So this is my review and tutorial on how to use Coggle. Thanks for watching.